A presidential spokesman who is a broadcast journalist and a politician, Ajuri N, sometime 2023, after the election and declaration of Bola Tinubu as president of Nigeria, and petrol pump price skyrocketed from about 190 something pump price to almost 700, came up to say this very controversial, to some people, millions of Nigerians, they regard that statement as dumb. Now take a listen.
This is the poser that I often get. They say, if our refineries were working, the idea is that if our refineries were working, fuel would be cheap for Nigerians at the pump. Let me take this opportunity for all those watching, and please spread the word that is a myth.
Wow.
It does not happen anywhere in the world. Even if we had the most refineries producing the most PMS in the world, you would find that the most prolific PMS producers with their refineries, if you go to and see what they're charging at the pump, you will find that it's no different from those countries that don't have refineries. I'm not saying that we should not have refineries. There are benefits to having refineries working, which is why our Port Harcourt refinery is coming on stream December 2023, at the end of this year, phase 1, and then the final phase 2 at the end of 2024. The Dangote refinery is obviously up. That's going to start dishing out products very soon in BUA refinery.
So he is saying that, look at the attitude, look at the effrontery, the guts, the temerity. Oh, but it sounds very ignorant that you are saying that they should spread the word, that for everyone who has been having a thought that if Nigerian government builds refineries, then as we're drilling crude, the raw crude, we don't need to spend billions to export them. Do you know how many billions of naira allegedly pumped into exportation of the raw crude to foreign countries to refine it so you can get petrol, you can get diesel, you can get kerosene, and other forms of fuel? Then they will now spend billions again of naira to import them, more like buying them. Now, both the billions spent on exporting and importing will be cut off if we have our refineries functioning. We drill, we purify, we refine and crack them to get petrol for cars, and then diesel, and then kerosene, and other forms of petrol. Ajuri N looked Nigerians in the eyes and is saying with his chest out that you should spread the word that petrol pump price will never reduce. Guys, what do you think about this? Like, many concerned Nigerians have seen that, isn't this talk one of the lamest talk on earth? Okay, you mean you do not spend billions anymore to transport and export? You do not spend billions to import. That means you're now saving money. So it's just the cost of production and other exigencies. And now you mean it to still remain way up there, the pump price. Guys, what do you say to what Ajuri N has just said? Is it that they've lost touch with realities on ground, or the moment you get into corridors of power in politics in Nigeria, there is an effrontery, there's a kind of a gut that you have that you do not, or maybe the people around, they don't analyze. What do you say to this statement that he said? Because you look at it, the cost of exporting. Do you know what it means to pay to export large tons of crude oil and then to bring it, to import it? Wow. So Ajuri N hasn't come up in this 2024 after making that statement. I'm yet to see him come publicly to apologize to Nigerians and say, hey, I was dumb and I made a mistake while saying that I don't know it all. I mean, I'm intelligent, but I don't know it all. Okay, maybe I am the dumb one here, but tell me, money for exporting and importing will be cut off, and it will still be expensive. No, I need to know. I need to know from you, experts in Nigeria, maybe economic experts. I need to know from you in the refining sector, or those who are into import and export. But look, a reasonable man knows that, look, you're not spending money anymore to export this crude or import them. Refineries, you're producing it here. The same thing with rice. The same APC for 8 years in Buhari's time, they stopped importation of foreign rice that we want to grow the naira. And Abakaliki here, they are producing rice. Now, yeah, cost of production and equipment, but why would rice now that Nigeria produces it will be 70,000 and above for 50 kg local rice? Why? Why will the local rice be very expensive, over 6 times than it was when Good Luck was there, and foreign rice was not even up to 20,000 for 50 kg? What do you explain to that? The people who are producing gari in River State, in my village, will still say it's expensive. So is it that what makes it very expensive? Yeah, you may use diesel or fuel, get them and maybe grate it and all that. But maybe just 1,000 naira or 1,500 on top. What makes it step from level 2 to 10 in terms of price? The hike of it. Guys, what do you say? Now, I need to have your opinion. You can actually subscribe to my YouTube channel, Charles the Talker. The Talker is Talka. Let me know exactly what your opinion about this is. I want to know from you what the presidential spokesman, Ajuri N, said last year, 2023, about petrol pump price never reducing. Meanwhile, let me say this. Nigerians will clap hand for you, President Tinubu. In fact, they will worship you if you decide to do one thing. If you make sure petrol comes down. Refineries, you build refineries in Nigeria and the pump price reduced to even 200 or 250. Nigerians will lift you up, say, Baba, continue. That is what, see, your people should be able to tell you these things. It is possible. Nigeria is rich. We have money. Nigeria is blessed with natural resources. We have it. The only problem is that it is entering into the hands of a few greedy Nigerians. Forget about this thing about maybe foreign manipulation. You have been given independence. You can kick these people out. They cannot control you. How come you can not allow greed to die for once and make things work? Allow greed to perish. It is greed that makes Nigeria. We are so blessed with natural resources, yet we are so poor. Look at the environment. The train is now, look at the transportation system isn't working, is in shambles, just hospital is in shambles. The few doctors who are here, many of them have left the country. They are struggling to make a living here. The academic sector is just standing on one leg. It's almost paralyzed. That's why you, people in public office, do not. Still with taxpayers' money, you send your children abroad for better schools. You send your children and you go for medical checkups and treatment in foreign countries. Why not stay here? That if you so, charity begins at home, right? Nigeria is blessed. We have billions and billions and billions. If all the senators, all the federal lawmakers, all the local government chairmen, all the governors and the presidency and president, you decide to cut down on your monies and all the things people are taking and channel this to developing Nigeria, Nigeria will be like Dubai in 30 years. Honestly, we have all it takes. What does Dubai have? Yo, you see, the truth is, until I'm talking to you, the presidency, Tinubu, you will be worshipped. Nigeria will even leave you alone if we have electricity, constant electricity. See Abia State now. Alex Oti, Labour Party. For the first time, the demons who have been coming there in other parties, PDP and maybe APC or ABGA or what in Abia State, left the state for dead. But somebody from Labour Party, Alex Oti, has decided to allow electricity. Now, Aba is bubbling. What can you do to elevate the sufferings of Nigerians? I'm talking to you, Mr. President. Just one thing. Allow electricity to be constant and make sure that you build refineries and petrol reduce. Nigerians will worship you, Mr. President. Nigerians will worship you if you do this. People around you should tell you, why is it hard for people to do what is right? And for you, Ajuri N, I don't know what kind of talk is that. What do you think, guys? Let's see at the comment section. Do you think I'm right or I'm wrong? This presidential spokesperson, Ajuri N, saying that no matter how many refineries, petrol pump price will not reduce. It was just before you people took over, it was just a removal of subsidy. Yo, what do you say, guys? Let's meet at the comment section.